Here's a story about how a group of people and myself ended up in a small Zionist/Illuminati skirmish at some black site zoo for research on exotic animals. Be me. Horny as fuck. Go to bar to pick up lay. Meet 7 out of 10 brunette bitch. She's super into the environment. I like hiking and the outdoors, so think this is cool. Starts talking about animal cruelty. Starts talking about animal research. Starts talking about NWO and its efforts to experiment on exotic/endangered animals. The whole time I'm waiting for her to say she's a vegan or something. She orders a bacon cheeseburger from kitchen. Says fuck the system a lot. My heart is pounding at the possibility of having found a badass lady. Starts talking guns. Yeah, okay bitch. She knows more about guns than I do. Oh. She's a total power mommy and I want to love her. We drink and shoot the shit for a while, then she invites me home with her. Yes.mp3. She's absolutely in control. Weird as fuck. Follow her in my car. Drive for a little over 30 minutes. Get to a nice house in the county. Whoa. Fuck ton of plants. Go inside with her. It's like a hunting lodge with a fireplace and deer racks on the wall. Really confused about her stance on animal cruelty. Think to ask her about it, but might get laid, so not taking that risk. She's been in another room and comes back with a laptop and an old revolver. Hands me the revolver. Isn't that cool, anon? It's old as fuck and pretty cool because I don't know what it is. Super cool, Wonder Woman. Super cool. Sets her laptop down and pours drinks. Start drinking as she shows me fucked up shit on her laptop of animal experiments. Apes and tigers being injected with things that cause a wide variety of reactions. Animals die horribly. Some don't die and are euthanized. Some vivisected. Ask for more drink. Power mommy is in full preach mode. She goes full schizoposter on how it's an NWO operation for bio-research. Goes on for an eternity about how this isn't what animals are for. Says she's part of a group that's going to free these animals. Mention that sounds very dangerous if it's some secret base. Says she doesn't give a fuck and that somebody has to stand up to these monsters. We're both plastered at this point. Fuck. It's okay out of 10. Wake up early to this bitch making breakfast and blasting the Dixie Chicks. 7 a.m. Hate myself. I get up and go to her kitchen to get coffee. There's no coffee. Decaf tea and fruit juice. She's power chugging water like a fish. Hands me a tall glass to kill the hangover. Chug water with power lady because everything I know is a lie and there's no point in not chugging water with her. Scrambled egg whites. Sea yolks and trash. Sorrow.exe. She welcomes me to the team and tells me how the rest of the party are going to be arriving. What? I was so hungover that thought was pain. Disregard. Eat egg whites and dry toast. Drink more water and watch the local news with this mess of a human. There's a knock at the door. She goes to get it and a fuckload of people walk in. Like hippies crossbred with PMCs. Have hard cases with them in large trunks. This gon' be some shit, let me tell ya. Still fucked up, pretty sure I'm committed at this point. Been there before with LSD, so I go with the flow. We go to the garage and the superwoman starts pulling down screens and charts. Hippie ops are setting cases and unloading trunks. Rifles, night vision goggles, bullets, and helmets. I beseech for hair of the dog and I am gifted with a whole bottle of that sweet nectar of the gods that only true men will consume. Fifth of black velvet is mine. Got eyes. They start speaking timetables and meme speak on their own clique level. Just going with it. Get a helmet and gun. Someone clips the night vision goggles to my helmet. I have no idea why I'm here. I was just horny. Be kinda drunk in a black van convoy. This van smells like weed. We're smoking weed in the van on our way to fuck over the NWO apparently. Prior to this we all hung out and watched the news at Mega Female's house. The alpha hippies constantly virtue signaling. They get into weird quasi-arguments over who can virtue signal harder. Evening rolls around. Get woken up. Drink the good fluid and some water. We go to the van, that they've already loaded. My helmet and gun were in there. The whole time we're in the vans the Grateful Dead are playing at a reasonable level. Nobody talks. Load of weed though. We go off-road down some clearing made for those big power lines and follow the dirt road running parallel with it. Super chick is driving and is absolutely cold to the core, taking the shitty unkempt with the van like a champ. We pull off into some small cleared area in a woods along route and we all get out and load up. All these dudes have vests and sidearms and tactical gear out the ass. I have night vision goggles, helmet and rifle with one mag and a box of 5.56. Drink. Lower goggles and almost fall over. Crouch and take a minute to get used to them. Don't get the chance because hippie ops are underway. Lead hippie tells me to hurry. We walk through the trees for a while before we get to a fence covered in ivy vines. Bolt cutter hippie clears vines and cuts through fence. 2 hippie commandos go through fence and hold it open like they've rehearsed it. We all go through. Single file now, really important for some reason. Be second to last guy. Guy in front crouches. Guy behind me pulls me down. Tells me to do better. a.k.a. sure.gif. We crouch walk single file the rest of the way. Get to a large building 4 to 5 story building. Breach hippie moves to the door with tactical espionage action. Tries door handle and it opens. Sets down breaching tools sort of disappointed. They go in. I'm last now. Kinda nervous so I lag a bit and drink. Sorta really fucked up, but I'm no quitter. I nut up and enter the building. They're all at the end of the hallway waiting for me. All the rooms have been cleared in this area. I was only outside for 20 seconds. Run over to them. Get told to leave the fucking bottle. Don't leave it. Have a gun and don't care right now. We go through a door that leads to a stairwell going up and down. We go down 6 flights. Leave stairwell into a massive room filled with cages and cells. Dogs, cats, foxes, rabbits, ferrets, birds. All manner of animals locked up. Hippies say we'll do this room last and that we need to go further to secure the priority targets. Realize at this point I can't tell any of them apart as they're all wearing face masks and face paint. I have a helmet. Go further and further into rooms with varying degrees of cages and cells. Animals just become rarer types of common animals like coyotes instead of dogs, boar instead of pigs. Smell gets worse as we progress. I notice at this point the whole place is empty of people other than us. The group stops outside of large double doors. Okay anon, this is what we talked about. What? Inform me that I agreed to release the gorillas and orangutans while they release the bonobos and chimpanzees. Fucking big swig. And it's gone. I don't remember any of this. Goddess removes her ballistic face shield and reminds of our conversation the night we sexed. Says she was telling me about their difficulties in finding a large enough team to handle the larger apes and that I said I would secure them on my own. Her eyes are lit up. Divine enlightenment is bestowed upon me as my third eye awakens to point out what a huge fucking retard I am. Fuck it, let's go. We enter and Command Hippie gives me a card from the wall. Tells me where to go and where to meet them. Split off from group. Hellish anxiety takes over my body as I consider bolting. In too deep now. Press forward with liquid willpower in my blood. Smoke break then more. Sorry for slowness. Make it the designated location. It's the big boy hall. Body is hyper-oscillating. Enter big hall with large cells. Immediately to my left is a gorilla just being mad. Is staring at me intently. I approach the cell with keycard in hand. Gorilla rushes cell door. Gratuitously shit myself and scream a little. It stops at the cell door just eyeing the keycard. Gorilla looks at key reader then at me repeatedly. Too terrified to release the gorilla. Too terrified to run away. Figure I'm as good as dead as there are cameras everywhere and I'm not going to prison. Kwisatz Haderach engaged and let the fear pass. Release the gorilla. Gorilla immediately freaks out and rushes out of the cell. Remember from Nat Geo to nod, smile and make no eye contact. Gorilla keeps freaking out. Stops and grabs my arm. Leads me to a cell with an orangutan in it. Orangutan is looking from me to gorilla. Gorilla keeps touching card reader. Say fuck it again and release the orangutan. Think they're gonna kill each other. Massive bro hug ensues and my heart grows 10 times its size. See another keycard hanging near desk. Give it to Gorilla Bro and teach him which side to slide with. Gorilla Bro has the power of God. We release all the other gorillas. There was only the one orangutan. Gorillas and Tan are all stoked. Pat me a lot. Feels good. JPG. Lead gorilla brethren through halls to meet up hippie ops. Arrive at a plexiglass room. It's a massacre. Wandering inside are completely content chimpanzees. Hippies are spread all over the place. Blood and body parts here and there. A chimp is frenite flossing with an arm. A head with its helmet and mask still sits on top of a cage. Pick related my face when. Gorilla brothers want to move on. Tanbro shakes head at me and continues on. Become religious. Reach bonobos. Cages and room are open. Bonobos are all fucking. Bonobos invite us. Gorillas look concerned and move on. At this point I'm not sure what to do. Hippies ops are failed and I'm sobering up. Walking with gorilla brethren looking for stairwell up. Place is built like a maze. Tanbro starts acting funny with Gorilla Bro. Wants Gorilla Bro's keycard, but Gorilla Bro won't give it up. Tanbro comes to me. Like 4 feet away, reaches out with that lanky ass arm and drags to me a cage. There's a jaguar in it. Jaguar's looking at me with those cat eyes. Stare at cat eyes and see death incarnate. Orangutan is rubbing the card reader. Gorilla brethren are agitated. Jaguar is calm. Fuck it. At least whoever runs this hellhole is going to come back to their own hell. Release the jaguar. Jaguar walks out calmly and makes weird throaty noise around Tanbro. Figure I'm dead and this is a hallucination. Moving along with the wild animals all around, casually getting into anything we find along the way. I have become the fear now. It is the only way. Reach end of the hall with a big red door. Animals won't come any further. Tanbro moves back and forth from door. Open the door. Get on the floor. Vomit. There's a dolphin laying on a table with water running over it and into a grated floor. Its belly is cut open and there's a tube going into its blowhole. Can see its lungs moving. Gorilla Bros start freaking. Tremble on my knees. Dolphin starts making clicking noises and squeaks. Shoot the dolphin. Gorillas and orangutan rampage into room, destroying everything around the dolphin. Really craving the Canadian liquor. Remember, I have cigs and light one up. Stare at the dolphin to muted gorilla noises. I am menthol. Come to walking through a hallway with quiet Gorilla Bros. Head blanked out. See a door with a stairwell sign on it. Just wanted to get large animals to surface so I can kill myself knowing they're free. Might go back down once they're up there and release the remaining animals based on how dangerous they are. Thinking of ways to keep the doors open so animals can just run out. Walking upstairs and not sure which door to go through. Start trying every door each flight. Realize they are all halls that look the same and the hippies are the only ones who knew the layout. Decide to go down one of the halls and see where it leads. Bunch of offices with desks. Gorillas overturn things and Jaguar runs around through cubicle aisles. I don't know what the fuck this place. See tinted windows on other side of floor. Get to other side while being mildly entertained by the destruction of a water cooler. There's a heavy glass door that's locked. Break with rifle and continue to a reception area. Can see outside. Gorillas charge through the glass, no fucks given. Jaguar and Tanbro follow suit. Follow them outside to see what's up. In a regular above ground zoo. What the fuck? See a concession getting torn apart by adult gorillas. Tanbro is on top of stand eating something frozen. Jaguar is stationed on a tree branch. Hear gorilla noises in the distance. Really loud gorilla noises. Hear big cat noises. Don't see Gorilla Bro. Gorillas posture up around me and lead me to concession stand. Steal snacks and drink. Not so bad. PNG. Gorilla Bro is running back with a horde of gorillas and tans. So proud of my friend. See a fucking lion. See a fucking lion. Gorillas are postured around our new camp, keeping the now pride of lions at bay. Lions are lion roaring. Hear a tiger roar. Grow to levels of concern never thought achievable. See some fucking bison/cow animals running around through spaces in the foliage and buildings. Hearing all sorts of animal noises. What the fuck did Gorilla Bro do so quickly, holding out with gorillas? No infighting. All gorillas look up to Gorilla Bro. Lions fuck off because they're outnumbered. See an ice cream cooler. One of those shitty theme park ice cream coolers. Get an idea. Get Tanbro and go to cooler. It's locked, so get Tanbro to annihilate it. Other apes join in. Ice cream on the floor. Gorillas freak out like they've achieved great conquest. Give Tanbro a SpongeBob pop. He eats it and loses it. Spinning like a mad ape. Get smacked in the head, wake up I don't know how long later. In concession stand again. Ice cream wrappers all over me. Helmet has a crack in it. Night vision goggles are toast. Think about the hippies and how well they prepared me. Hee hee. Hear gunshots. Oh shit. Pop up just above the counter to see what's going on. There are some dead baboons in pools of blood. Fires as well. Jaguar is still in the tree chillin'. Tanbro is sitting by the trunk looking, glancing at me off and on. Hear a man scream. Look in time to see a whole man get thrown into a vending machine. Another man on the ground getting beat to death by a gorilla wielding a small bobcat. Look away to see a big tiger drag screaming man into some bushes. Surrounded by gorillas and ice cream wrappers. Take care of the legions. Rome. Hear more gunshots and see a Crocodile Dundee-esque man in short shorts walking the lanes with a lever gun and a hat. Think this guy is cool, but he's a threat to my brother's jump counter and take position at a stone garbage can. Get dragged away by big gorilla and held in its arms, unable to aim rifle. Cozy. The man sees me held by the gorilla and smiles a big Jewy smile. He's not an Ussiman. See solid gold Star of David around his neck resting upon a forest of chest hair. Realize the hippies were telling the truth. I see death coming for me and my gorillas. This one man amongst the carnage is unscathed and unafraid. We're all gonna die. MP5. Hear elephants. Hunter of Jewish descent spins to his left raising his rifle. Yells fucking runs, the allies of Mordor had arrived. Elephants rampaging through walkways and alleys. Everything in their wake annihilated. Mandrills on their backs throwing shit literally and figuratively. Fuck Gondor. Gorillas scatter for high ground. Realize concession stand is most likely particle board. Frozen holding rifle like dumbass. Don't know where to go. Bull elephant sees me and veers off in my direction. Free some more. This lone monster is going to destroy me. Loud gunshot rings out and blood spills out elephant's drunken mouth. Elephant goes down. Stampede is going the other way. Look to see where the shot came from. There's a blue man on top of the restroom structure with an elephant gun. He's wearing a leopard print kilt and a lion skin-like hood. Doing the collie pose except with a big gun. The all-seeing eye pyramid is tattooed into his chest and his hair flows like a god. It's Val Kilmer up there. Val Kilmer jumps to the ground landing on his toes and inspiring awe within my bosom. Calls me a fool. Quick draws a 6-shooter and blasts a panther right between the eyes. Worried for Jaguar. Jewish Dundee as he'll now be called is taking pot shots from the tops of some bamboo. His chakras are balanced. Val Kilmer takes a Bowie knife sheathed on his kilt and throws it at Dundee. All bamboo is clear cut and Dundee falls fleeing to safety. Kilmer tells me I may leave, but that I'll never be safe anywhere again. Tells me chances I'll leave this place are slim at best. Don't care. Have to unify the brethren and get them to safety. Still a few around. Begin rallying them with ice cream while Kilmer makes a vague mention of having to hunt something else. Don't care, not my problem, see you later. Try to uplift Danbro cause he still feels bad. Still sitting by Jaguar's tree. Take him ice cream as forgiveness. Some Spec Ops faggot takes me from behind and Tanbro gets netted. Drop rifle. Hear big cat and fall down. Jaguar is wet toweling a grown man's neck. Grab rifle and get up. Aim at guy with net gun. Just a regular guy in khaki shorts. He runs away. Consider shooting him. Polar bear out of right field takes this guy out. Swinging him around like it's at a rave and the man's a glow stick. Let polar bear finish its work. Shoot the polar bear because they can't be reasoned with. Let Danbro out of net and give him a ice cream. Jaguar is back in the tree with his fresh kill. Leave Jaguar because Jaguar doesn't give a fuck. Finally wrangled a few other gorillas. We set off for Gorilla Bro and the main body of gorillas. My gorillas are big boys though. They wreck everything that is and isn't in our way. Hear hellish firefight in the distance and animals roaring. See explosion. Apes stop and close their eyes. All head toward explosion. Go with them because hyenas arrive. On our way past through lane that's covered in dead animals and old men in fez. All their throats are slit. There's a large arch at the end of the lane and beyond that a large fire. Can see them standing in the archway. The contours of Judandi and a rabbi. The rabbi's left arm is outreached with a small animal hanging in from his hand. It's struggling. The rabbi slits its throat and pours the blood on Judundi's rifle stating kosher as he casts the animal to the ground and leaving Dundee to face us. Just want to free the gorillas, man. The fuck is this shit? Gorillas engage their inner Kongs. Full beast roars and chest pounding. Canberra stands up and raises his arms letting out deep angry bellows. Judundi is unfazed. The light's too fucky in the dark to make out what he's doing. Gorilla to my left goes down. Remaining apes charge. Canberra picks up a whole stone trash can and throws it in Dundee who rolls to avoid. Hear him cycle around and let loose another round. Another gorilla down. 3 gorillas and Tanbro left. Can't get a clear shot. Move to left for clear field of vision. Start firing. Dundee falls back to an embankment. Can see Dundee more clearly now as there's light source near him. Apes have scattered and dragged the wounded to cover. Putting more bullets in my mag because it's a good time to do that and I only have the one. Think about going through the length of trees running behind my cover and up to Dundee in a flanking maneuver. Look at the trees. Get scared and think of something else. Peek out and see Dundee. He's not even aiming at me. Aiming at tree Danbro is behind. Start firing at Dundee. He ducks back and yells calling me a retard for missing. Jesus Christ absolves my sins and gives me new purpose. The images course through my mind as though this was my purpose. Roar with the best of the animals. Apes start roaring. Strip my clothes and helmet. Drop drawers. Drop magazine, clear chamber, and grip rifle by muzzle. Imbibe the deepest of primal rages, severing all connection to human ideals. Fucking scream dicks out for Harambe. Judundi yells what the fuck. Bum rush Judundi with my rifle fashioned as a club. Dicks out. Apes rush too. Judundi stands to take aim. There's a loud splash and a white void opens behind Dundee and engulfs him. Hear screaming and approach. Fucking crocodile is death rolling this man into spaghetti. Go with the brethren into the fiery hellstorm beyond to rescue our friends. Have no one else now. We'll see this through to the end. Advance in the ruined area. Buildings on fire. Bodies on fire. Some dead gorillas, but more dead people and other animals. See the big cozy gorilla from earlier laying against a light post with a gunshot wound. Go to them and see how they are. Waves me off and we continue. The destruction is legendary. There's a gutted elephant laying on top of some downed trees. Hear the throes of battle and descend upon it. Come to circular food court area. It's totally cleared out and a pack of wolves and coyotes are fighting against a horde of people. Man and woman, adult and child clad in gladiatorial armor did do combat with the beasts of old. In the center of the mass of slave soldiers is a big-ass golden throne moving about the tops of the horde like a degenerate crowd surfing at a Pearl Jam concert. Upon which sat a monster so vile the slight whisper of her name evokes disdain to many. Naked and painted in tribal war paints red, black, and white she sat with a diadem made of brass and rod of steel. Her smile wicked and toothy. Her laugh wounds the ears. There sat Hillary Clinton and her champion Jeffrey Epstein at her side brandishing a bullwhip and Egyptian-esque scale mail. Wolves and coyotes are slaying skinny gladiator people. Literally have no armor to protect from wolves. Every beast killed and 10 people are taken. Bear shows up and breaks the line. Wolves take advantage and begin separating the horde through the bear's opening. Sitting here with gorillas just fucking watching. Bear swipes its paw and 6 people go down. Bear bites a dude, lifts a dude and throws him into the horde. Wolves take further advantage. Clinton pulls out a gun and starts shooting the bear. Can't have that. Not in my zoo. Beseech the spirits for strength and rise to my feet. Apes notice and follow suit. I may be weak but no king or god has power over a man who wants not. Initiate righteous indignation.exe. Charge the horde rushing into the free ground made by the wolves and revered bear. Venerating the spirit of the bear and swinging my rifle high above my head I jumped off the shoulders of the dying bear and onto throne. Apes behind me using the smaller coyotes as melee weapons. Only pride.jpg. Look upon Epstein and his sick grin. He's only been enjoying this. Clinton puts her gun away and smiles making a gesture with her hand for us to continue. See Bill in a distant tree wearing Green Lantern shirt with no pants. He's eating a Big Mac and looking through binoculars. Epstein comes between me and the witch. Didn't think about the bullwhip. 7 zip. Get bullwhipped in my birthday suit. Ow, holy shit. Can feel the tears of pain well up and get caught in my throat. Hurts too much, cry or scream. Getting stuck in the pain. Try to charge him with my tactical club. Leg gets whipped and I fall to my knees. Epstein whips the shit out of me smiling something akin to a skinwalker. Whipping stops. Epstein yells God damn it, shoot it. It's Tanbro. He caught the whip. Clinton shoots my Tanbro as he pulls Epstein into his crushing power grip. Hear bone snap and a grown man scream like a child. The whip drops. Clinton shooting Tanbro and Epstein like a US cop arresting a black man. Madness Combat 7.mp5. Tomahawk throw R-15 at Clinton's head. Brained by rifle butt. Immediately the throne falls to the ground and the gladiator slaves turn to dust. An eye of Osiris falls out of Epstein's pocket and notice a third eye painted on Clinton's head. See Bill giving me a thumbs before hopping on a giraffe with Monica and riding away. See cigarettes on Epstein and take them. Check over my apes. Remember Tanbro and don't see him anywhere. The gorillas are surrounding the throne sniffling really hard. Walk over to the throne. There's a alley lamp bent over and illuminating the spot where the gorillas are gathered. Stare at the throne acting unfazed and light a cigarette with some burning debris. Staring at throne so hard don't realize I'm lighting my cig butt. Tanbro, have to leave Tanbro. Apes and I continue on to find the rest of the troop. Wolves and coyotes come with us. Jaguar arrives too, but stays with the throne. Really not about any of this anymore. Everything fucking hurts. My apes are hurt and moving slowly. The pack are hurt worse and falling off as we progress. There's a bright flash and another explosion. It's on our way, we can't avoid it. We get closer and hear louder and louder primal roaring. A red glow is in the sky. Pillars of smoke climb high. The ground is quaking as we get closer and happen a burning clearing. All the apes are dead and lining the area except for Gorilla Bro. His face is all fucked up and he's bleeding hella. See the rabbi with his Jew knife. He's breathing hard and his left arm is broken, and hanging in front of him is Jew knife above his head. He lets an autistic roar and flies through the air, slamming down where Gorilla Bro was. Combo flip slams with the knife 3 times in a row after Gorilla Bro. I just can't. Literally, I got whipped by a Satanist and have no energy left. Been running on ice cream and cigarettes. Remaining apes and wolves charge the Semite. With godlike ability he slaughters each one, stating kosher at the end. Gorilla Bro charges him. Yell no don't. Rabbi flips through the air and smacks Gorilla Bro with his broken arm into the bonfire. Gorilla Bro roars and charges the rabbi again. Don't know what to do. Have to think. Scared for Gorilla Bro, he's all that's left. God has mercy upon this lowly sinner again. See the image of the Christ in the burning Christ. He loved me first. Yell I don't believe in the economy. The rabbi falters as he goes for the finishing strike on Gorilla Bro. Gorilla Bro smacks him away. Yell I don't believe in the economy, and gold is only valuable as a conductor, otherwise it's just a shiny rock. The rabbi literally shits his robes. Yell materialism isn't the way. Rabbi begins to smolder. He does one-handed ninjutsu and disappears. Rest. Wake up. It's light out, but overcast and drizzling. In Gorilla Bro's lap. Gorilla Bro's breathing heavily and still asleep. The rain has pooled blood everywhere. See Val Kilmer crouching next to Jaguar. Val Kilmer is petting Jaguar. Jaguar is absolutely spotless, not a scratch on him. The bonobos are here. They have rudimentary clubs and knives. Surreal to see them so stone-gazed after our first encounter. Val asks me how I'm doing. Says he patched up my wounds and used secret occult sun magic in the name of Jupiter to heal my body. Whatever, I don't feel like shit and I don't like asking questions anymore. Ask him to heal Gorilla Bro. Says Gorilla Bro is actually fine, just tired and sad and needs to rest. Says I was about to die and it was necessary. Well, thank fuck for you, Val Kilmer. Tells me he's a great guy. Jaguar fucks off. There's a panda bear just chowing down on some ornamental flowers and it wanders over to stare at us. It looks at me for a few minutes and then goes away. Val says he has to go because it is still out and about. Still don't care. He looks at me for a moment while I actively don't give a shit. He sighs and leaves on a cloud of light. I'm getting fed up and just want to save Gorilla Bro and Jaguar if he wants to tag along. Stand up and look over Gorilla Bro. He's totally out and with the blood washed off, only has a few cuts. Jaguar lays next to him and I figure I should find some pants as it's chilly. Steal some pants from a dead guy in a cult robe. His head was squished. Top-notch denim. Good taste out of 10. Feel back pocket. Find a full flask. Think thank fuck and go for a swig. Stop. Remember how I got into this mess. Fucking hippie bitch. Pour the liquor out and suffer like the free men of yore before being bound to the field and plow. Walk the area and take account of the destruction. Stalls and vending machines trashed. Buildings collapsed. Appliances sparking. Death everywhere. Find an open ice cream machine with a SpongeBob pop. Scramble to the machine hoping for some sustenance. So hungry. Pry the machine open. Out falls a Klondike bar and a SpongeBob pop. Remember Dan bro. Start crying as I eat the Klondike bar and walk back to the throne. Vultures and crows have picked the vile ones to the bone. Leave SpongeBob pop next to another melted SpongeBob pop filled wrapper. Think to look for supply shed that the staff might use. Continue to wander around the area. Hyenas and jackals lounge around a dead elephant. They all look really fat. Don't give a fuck about me. Spot building with brutalist architecture. Says employees only on the door. Check the handle and it's not locked. Proceed. The lights work and it's a totally untouched empty room. Think I can bring Gorilla Bro and pals back to chill here. Door slams behind me. Spin around and slip on the tile floor with wet feet. Ow my ass. Standing in front of the door is a completely red woman wearing naught but a loincloth and necklace of skulls. In one hand she held the head of a mohel. In the other she garnished an M4 with underbarrel M203 and flamethrower duct tape to the side. She wore a long black wig and on her waist was a Vietnam-era bolo knife. Demanded to know what I was doing here. Intimidated by the bare-breasted mature woman. Have a Sherlock Holmes moment and connect the dots in a spectacle of autism. It's Sigourney Weaver painted red and aiming a carbine at me. Absolutely aroused by this specimen of a woman. On her breast is Tool album artwork and I don't know who that aligns her with. Tell her I'm trying to find safety for my friends. Ask what kind of person who works here would have friends. Tell her I don't work here. Calls me a Jew and raises her rifle. Val Kilmer destroys a wall and proclaims that I am no Jew. This fucking guy again. JPG. Weaver yells horror at Kilmer. Swings the head by its hair like a flail and launches it perfectly at Val. He fucking catches it and it explodes in his hand. Covered in meat. Not happy at all. Get fed up with this bullshit. How many have died? Get hit hard and feels. All because of the hippies. No wait. All because I wanted to get laid. Told some bitch whatever she wanted to hear to get some ass. Think if Dan Bro and Gorilla Bro. Have to get Gorilla Bro out. Self-doubt wells up and think what vanity it is. Decide I am not lesser or greater than and will gladly die for Gorilla Bro. Do it for Tan Bro. Do it for all the apes. Do it for Cozy Gorilla. Do it for Bear. Get up really fast. Assholes aren't even anymore. Waging war in the cosmos or some shit. Raining hard now. There's a guru dude outside, but I say fuck him and run to Gorilla Bro. He's there with Jaguar and some smaller gorillas. Jackals have them cornered. Gorilla Bro still knocked out. Small gorillas can't get finishers on the jackals and get swarmed if they fight too long. Jaguar gets grabbed by a larger jackal and pulled away. Small jackals swarm Jaguar with big jackal. Remaining jackals busy up gorillas. Jaguars getting overwhelmed. Pick up a pipe. Have stick, will wage unending holy wars. Charge the jackals through thunder and wind as God wage war above me. Hear you bitch. Cry out in the heavens. Leap off debris towards nearest jackal and crack it in the neck with all my might. Small ape gets the grip and breaks it neck. Get goosebumps. Big jackal leaves Jaguar and bites the gorilla on the neck. Another jackal goes to tackle me. Smack it with pipe. Not good enough. PNG. Get barreled by a big ass dog. Fuckers chewing on the pipe. Can't get me. Bad breath. UI. Really strong might get me. Hear scary noises. Gorilla Bro picks it up and splits the mandible. Whoa, holy shit. Gorilla Bro roars and jackals fuck off to the void. Gorilla Bro picks up Jaguar and runs off into the woods. I have a pipe and some nice denim jeans by this point in time, but they were dirty by now. Everything sucked. At least Gorilla Bro would protect Jaguar. Sorta lost. Didn't know what to do. Couldn't really protect them anyway. Find my way back to the reception. Stoked. Get inside and see it's safe for the broken glass. Get to back of it and open the door. Hear chimpanzees and people screaming. Nope, the door shut and push a desk in front of it. Head back to front of reception to look for a map. Walk out and see a tall figure in a long black coat. Jew shawl around his neck. Big ass black hat. Wielding a long sword. The roof caves in and rides a top-down convertible. Does drift around the lobby. Into a donut. Eurobeats blasting. I see my hero. It's the Stig. He gets out and approaches me. Removes his helmet. I am inundated by confusion. It's Elon Musk. Say you are Elon Musk? Here from behind me always has been. Turn around. It's the Stig. He's pointing a gun at me. Musk turns to the Jew and tells him his time over. Says market manipulation belongs to him now. Says shekels can't buy space. Jew raises his sword in anger and glides toward Musk. Musk raises his patented not a flamethrower. Lights a wad of hundreds and some bonds on fire to light a blunt. The Jew falls to his feet withered and wizened. The Stig clocks me in the head and the last thing I hear is stocks only go up. Wake up to dark roiling clouds. It's light out. Try to get up. Can't. Tied to a table. Look around. Load of naked old women. They're all old women. Wrinkly fupa as far as the eye can look away. Notice I'm in a field. Tied to a table in a field surrounded by old naked ladies with wrinkly fupas. Cry in frustration of some sort. My emotions were a mess. One of them tells me to stop whining and be a man. Stop whining and be a man. Another voice says impressive. They all are wearing really tall hats with white featureless masks. Not even eye holes. They start to giggle in unison and then stops. Tell me I'm not birthmaster. Yay, sure, fine. Tell me the right is not mine. Don't want it anyways. All yell at once that they have decided. Young lady in bunny mask approaches from my left. Turn head for better view. No fupa. Kinda thick. She's rubbing herself. Yells I am the right and you are mine. This kills the penis. JPG. One voice says what the fuck is wrong with him? Get called gay. I'm not gay. Another voice says to bring man ass that I might be excited. I don't want this. One says to excite me. Another yells to give me oyster juice. There is no hope for an erection now if I even wanted one. Could not imagine the oyster juice. Penis was forgotten. Thick bunny girl was getting irritated and climbed over top of me. Shoves her tits in my face. Normally this is good. But smell tuna. Crave death. She screams, what's wrong with me? Tell her I'm so frightened right now. This is a mistake. She starts slapping me and commanding me to love her. Yell, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? All of this sucks. She takes her mask off and her face is a snail. Snail face lady. Look around and see all the tall nun hats waving and wiggling. Snail face smothers my face and starts trying to get into my mouth. Try to bite it, but's like living gum. It doesn't give a fuck about being bit. Moans when I chomp and calls me daddy. Never having sex again. Freaking out as it starts succeeding. I can't breathe. Learn not having oxygen sucks. Gasp for air and inhale snail. Start thinking about how I set out to free some animals and now I'm here. Realize I'm here because I wanted to get laid and agreed to a deal I didn't really need to follow through on. Not even sure I made that deal. Realize I have deeply rooted retardation. Get doused in water and the slime face out. Makes suction noises, she slurp plops out my airway. I gasp. Get a face full of water and learn the horror of waterboarding firsthand. Snail face is screaming. It's salt water. Naked ladies are duck walking away. There's a massive tub of Ben & Jerry's brand ice cream standing next to me holding a bucket. Says Ben & Jerry's, and where the type of ice cream would be is a big eyeball. Obviously lifts. Well-defined human appendages. Big dick swaying in the breeze. Rubs my belly and leaves. So thirsty now. Snail thing is screaming and frothing on the ground. Start talking shit to snail lady. Tell her she smells like cheap chunk light tuna. She gurgles incoherently. My face when I'm going to die next to a foaming abomination. Wake up still tied to a table. Don't know what else I expected. Snail bitch is certainly dead and smells worse than the tuna now. Figure all is lost and this is my penance. Hear footsteps. It's Ben & Jerry's ice cream dude. He brought a friend. Just as ripped, but not a tub of ice cream. Red egg man. Intense rape face.jpg. No that egg. Don't want that egg anywhere near me. Behalit. Ben & Jerry's and Behalit approach me, lifting the table by each end and walking away with me. Behalit's by my feet. It's licking my feet and breathing really hard. Ben & Jerry's doesn't care. Can't leave one snail lady back. They take me into the tree line and carry me along a path. Hear garbled non-American English. Pip pip cheerio. 2 lumps of sugar. Gunfire and Ben & Jerry's is down. Behalit runs away. Out of the scrub walks an old Englishman with the hair of a French monarch. He's wearing safari gear and has a .308. Ben & Jerry's gets up and runs away. Englishman savior calls me old chap and cuts my bindings. Englishman mentions the Queen and his solemn duty. He loads a pipe with tobacco and lights it. This takes like 10 minutes. Tells me it's time to make way and sets off. Keep up with the dude cause he's moving quick for an old man. Dude's just taking pot shots at all manner of wildlife. Mostly squirrels and small birds. The ones he hits stop existing. Says something about the Sex Pistols each time he hits his target. We make it to a clearing with a sign in moon runes. He sits again and loads his pipe. Tells me I need to go down some stairs near the moon rune sign to see someone important. Ask him to shoot me with his rifle because I don't want any of this anymore. Says something about apples and pears. Say fuck it and go down the stairs. Stairs lead to hot spring. It's steamy as fuck. So steamy I cannot see. But woo, I'ma get clean. Initiate birthday suit. Realize I've been birthday suit this whole time. Remember Behalit. Bathe. Scrubbing in hot spring. There's hygiene amenities. Hear gangster rap. It's Snoop Dogg. Some of the steam clears. Can't make it out too well, but see a contour of a big man sitting on the far side of the spring. He extends an arm and beckons me. I get up and approach. As my visibility improves I see Japanese snow monkeys around the area. They're all wearing Oakleys and smoking weed. Feel uplifted by this, no weird shit. Approaching the far side of spring now. It's not a man. It's an orangutan in a monk's robe. Orangutan is wearing Oakleys too. Giant stone rosary around his neck. Orange monk robes. Chief in a fat blunt. Look at ape monk. Tells me thank you. What? Says thank you for giving me opportunity. What? Say I don't understand. Ask if one of the apes gorilla bro let loose. Chuckles and says no. Hands me a SpongeBob pop. Oh. Can't stand anymore. Fall on my knees. Ask how he's alive. Says he isn't. Just wanted to thank me. Choking back tears. Say for what? If I hadn't been screwing around he wouldn't be dead. Tells me I gave him the opportunity to die free and he's forever grateful. Become a broken man. Can't say his name. He lifts me up and stands me on my feet. Pats me like when we first. Tells me I have to keep going. We smoke weed and listen to trap music in the hot spring for a while. Best I've felt in a minute. Ask Dan bro what I'm supposed to do. He says you'll see. Look at him. He's not there anymore. The hot spring is smaller and the spring monkeys are gone. Make an altar near the spring for Tan bro. Go find Englishman to see if he has extra pants. He's not there either. Left a backpack and an M1911. It's empty. My cracked helmet is there too. No broken NVGs. Gear up and leave down the only path I haven't walked yet. It's getting dark. Be naked with empty gun and backpack. Have helmet. Walking down a dark path with decreasing light. Think I should have slept by the spring and waited for morning. Can see a clearing at the end of path and quicken my pace. Step on a rock and swear profusely. Make it to edge of woods. Tits. Back in the zoo. Can't go back, behellets in there. Decide to look for souvenir shop for clothes. There is power in nudity. Bugs don't respect power. Find kind of intact shop. See Hawaiian shirts and board shorts inside. Good enough. Approach the building to be stopped short by a man falling out of the sky and leaving an impact crater where he lands in front of the store. Get knocked over by shockwave. Bury us on concrete.webm. That pain when you skin your leg or arm after falling on rough surface. But my ass. Get up and seethe/cry. Look at the crater to see what the fuck. It's Val Kilmer. His blue body paint is kind of smudged with purple and red. Val's breathing real hard. Takes a minute to try and say something, he's really winded. She's a tough bitch. Sigourney Weaver? Yeah. Does a woo and wipes his brow. Ask him what he's doing here. Gets defensive and tells me to stay out of his. Says I can't count him though cause he's such a great. This fucking guy I swear to God. Val Kilmer phases through the ground beneath saying it's near. Give no fucks and pursue clothing. Get inside and there's a really stressed out lady in the back slamming pots and pans. There's a short order cafeteria/kitchen in the back. Lady is making noises like she's overwhelmed. Ticket machine is going off the rails. Hear deep fryers beeping like mad. Smell smoke. Lady screaming she can't work in these conditions. Her back is turned to me. I don board shorts and a red Hawaiian shirt with those flowers on M. Turn to leave. Bump a display and it falls over on another display with glass breaking the glass and exposing my presence. Lady goes quiet. Whole kitchen goes quiet. Butthole makes airtight seal. Lady turns around and looks at me with a big ass grin. Tells me in motherly chiding voice that I made mess. Says it's okay and is going to make me something so I'll feel better. Lady is Italian as fuck. Her presence is intimidating. Says she's gonna make tendas. Pronounces tendas with a weird, throaty voice. Tell her that's alright and that I'm gonna leave. Throws a knife that sticks into a zookeeper cardboard cutout that's next to me. Butthole could turn coal into diamond. Say okay, bring on the tendas. Her smile goes from strained to relaxed. Ticket machine pumps out one ticket. Standing perfectly still. Make it this far to get murked by an angry cook. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and exhales a deep sigh. With a spring in her step she spins, grabs the ticket, sticks to the order queue, reaches underneath the cabinet and pulls that bag of frozen chicken tenders. Starting to think this lady just wants to cook some tenders. Think about the knife and remain suspicious. Butthole still taut. Hear the deep fryer oil boil up. Wait. 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 Order number 1. Guess that's me. She's got a basket of tendies. Beckoning me to receive them. Realize hungry. Want tendy. Tendies smell good. Approach cautiously. She's standing there smiling. Red basket of tendies held out in both hands. Take the tendies from her. Go to take bit of tendy. That'll be $10, please. Freeze. Realize I don't have any money. Deep fear. Stutter. I don't have any money. Her smile leaves. Absolutely stone cold gaze. Give them back. Give them back, now. Give them back. Lady starts shaking and saying how disgusting the world is. Starts smashing tendies with meat tenderizer. Tendies are all raw. Take cover. Lady is getting covered in flying chicken meat. Screaming and pounding. Deep fryers and ticket machine going off. Burners on stove top all shooting flames. Kitchen is catching on fire. Lady is on fire. Rapidly smashing the counter. Decide to run. Make it out the front entrance. Get 20 feet away and hear boom. Boom. Turn to see back of souvenir shop has exploded and blown the glass out of the front of building. Flaming cook lady exits the burning building. She's crispy now. Has knives in each hand. Screeches at me. Screams fuck poor people. 2 figures materialize by her. Jews. Recognize the one from Gorilla Bro fight. Arm still hanging limply. Jew blade ready to kill. Other Jew has a knife. Count 4 knives. Crispy fire lady raises her knives in the air and screams like a leftist on Trump's inauguration day. Jews glide towards me and Chef Crispy walks slowly. Run hell away. Going down alleys, lanes, in and out of stalls. Smell of death everywhere. No shoes, feet hurt. Jews are on me. Can't see fire woman. Hopping over dead animals and people. Make it to a massive broken enclosure with a moat. There's a kids train ride among other things forming a debris bridge. Run across the sketchy bridge into the enclosure. There's a dead rhino on the ground. Poor guy. Check behind me. 1 Jew glides over the bridge while one armed as a gainer over the gap. Really impressed by that. They're in the enclosure with me now. See an exit in the wall on the other side. Have to get there. Hear a loud slam. Turn again. Sigourney Weaver is standing there holding the regular Jew off the ground with one hand. She's managed to cut both his hands off. Choke slams the Jew. Hits the ground so hard his bodily fluids erupt in a fountain 10 feet in the air. Weaver puts one foot on the destroyed body and raises the other above the ground. Locks eyes with one arm. One arm charges some dark Kabbalah magics and lets out an autistic shriek. One arm is cloaked in dark emanations. Sigourney draws her bolo knife. One arm roars and flips through the air screeching like a Sith Lord. Sigourney Weaver unsurprisingly does the same thing. Too fast to see them. Can only hear. Sounds like 2 TIE fighter are flying circles around me. Run away from the violence. Make into cave and look back. One arm is Joe Rogan kicking Weaver around the enclosure. He's too fast. Realize Weaver is too tired from her fight with Kilmer. She's losing to one arm. Remember the magic words. The skies tear open and the machinations of God's great machine reveal themselves. All goes still. One arm is awe. Probably due to God's machinations all being gold. Weaver is breathing heavily on the ground. I make my way forward. One arm looks at me with his glowing purple Jew gaze. Screeches with the best of him. Take a deep breath. Center myself. One arm teleports above me ready to strike. All is calm in my mind's eye. Speak the words. He falls straight to the ground. Begins to smolder his magic sleeving. Weaver yells to finish it. Diamonds are only valuable as a tool. Commence thunder and earthquakes. Circle appears around the ground. One is one. A red swastika appears beneath. One arm tries to escape, but is bound by the circle. The circle glows like fire and being materializes. It's a blood-red skeleton in full Nazi regalia. Has the hat and everything. Eyes are glowing. Small mustache on the skull. Its glowing eyes start burning and it picks up one arm. The ground beneath them in the circle begins burning and one arm screams as the skeleton laughs. They slowly descend into the circle as the fires rise. Can only hear the skeleton's laughter before the portal closes up. All returns to normal. Check on Sigourney Weaver. She's not dying. Asks why I didn't use my gun. Told her no bullets. She gives me bullets and tells me to make haste as time is running out. Don't know what that means, but continue on my way into the rhino enclosure exit. Exit leads to an office and animal care area. Go out the office back into zoo. New area, haven't been here yet. There's a fork in the road. 2 signs. Choo-choo Fun Town. Tar pits. Both concern me. See a bench and sit down. Figure I'll load the mag. Hear chimps. No time to load mag. Chimpanzees are scary. Stand a listen. They're coming from Choo-choo Fun Town. Getting louder. Go down Tar Pits Lane. Really fast. Making my way to Tar Pits and no longer hear chimps. See a MAGA hat on the ground. It has blood on the MAGA logo. Walk closer to inspect it and get hit with a rock. Jump back and look to where the rock came from. It's a Native American man. He's wearing a MAGA hat and holding a musket. Other Native Americans behind him wearing MAGA hats with muskets and bows. One has a Mal katana. Dude that threw the rock tells me to leave the hat. It doesn't belong to you. Okay, for enough. Ask them why they're here. They say they need to free the Great One and have been journeying to this point. Get asked why I'm here. Blank. Text. Know why I'm here. Don't want to tell them why. Tell them I'm looking for my friends. The leader looks at me and asks if I want to join them. Accept, because why the hell not? Go with them into some trees to small camp they've made. Teepees and fire pits. Think it's primitive until I see a gasoline generator. Alright by me. There's an old man sitting by the fire, wearing an American flag over his shoulders. Black and red feathers are braided into his hair. Looks at me long and hard. Says I look like a faggot and I should kill myself before I do more stupid shit. Completely agree with the wise man and ask him to tell me more. He looks irritated by that. Says there is change coming and that the powers that be are fighting for control of what comes after. Ask the wise man what the change is. Says he doesn't know, just that there will be change. Ask why he's here. Says they are heeding the call of the sleeping champion. Tells me his group has been gathering allies, but they're not strong enough yet. Go to ask question, but hear loud steps breaking debris behind me. Rush to my feet and spin around. On the joy.gif. Gorilla Bro and Jaguar are standing behind. Gorilla Bro's eyes are wide as fuck. Jaguar doesn't give a fuck, reunited with the brethren. Gorilla Bro is stoked. Be stoked. Gorilla Bro is donning war paint and a cowboy hat. Jude Undies hat. Looks good on him. More natives arrive. They declare they've found more allies for the cause. See Ben and Jerry's guy. Clench. See Behalit. Ben and Jerry's guy waves and Behalit winks. Gorilla Bro gives me a funny look. Wise man calls me back to fire. There's a monk sitting next to him. Tells me shut the fuck up and listen. Say I have to go stop some unnamed champion. Gorilla Bro has his own task as well, so we can't go together. Jaguar's told to lie in a specific tree somewhere and he fucks off in a flash. Monk and wise man are mystical as fuck. Tell me where to go and I'm off. Sprinting super hard to objective. Didn't tell me Ben and Jerry's guy and Behalit are helping me. Ben and Jerry's guy T-posing his way forward, leaving Tild Earth in his wake. Behalit has his arms straight up in the air, taking massive strides with each step. So afraid of these powerful quasi-gods. Reach a big Mesoamerican themed food court. All the tables and chair have been stacked in a massive tower against the rear wall. Big summoning circle burned into the floor. Runes of all manner on it. In the center, floating well over a foot off the ground, is man glowing pure white. It's Tom Cruise. Hydrogen atom symbol etched into his forehead. Massive 4 feet long glowing rock jutting out of his spine. His dick shone with the light of several suns. Stop before his magnificence. Ben and Jerry's guy is T-posing so hard I start sweating. Behalit is slapping the insides of his cheeks so hard with his tongue that it sounds like rapid war drums. Hear it in the distance. It's quiet at first. No, it's about to get real. Ah tilde. Oh shit. Cruise plants himself and T-poses. Behalit too. They all spin in place, achieving oscillations capable of shredding modern infrastructure. Then it happens. The beat drops. Initiate human Beyblade tournament. Fine gentlemen begin whirring around the area at breakneck velocities. Wind currents so strong the cheap cafeteria gets sprayed away into the far countryside. On my ass again, getting spun around every which way. Helmet putting in work. Gun is worthless against god tier combat doctrine. Can't even see what's going on. Hear fucktons of thunder. Hear a voice call out in the chaos. Friend, heed my words. Oh fuck, what now? You need to spin to win. Oh my god, what? Look up and see the first bro to walk above all else is the bro. Only his light could outshine the darkness of my situation. With a mighty heave, Solaire of Astor chucked a fucking halberd at me. Yells something, but I can't hear him in noise. Yells louder. Get good casual. He praises the sun so hard he becomes light energy and descends into cosmos. I embrace my want for jolly cooperation. Grip the halberd. Don't even to try. Immediately start spinning. Spinning with the best of M. Feel the power. Feel Ben and Jerry's guy and Behalit's pride. Cruise even acknowledges me. Uh-oh. Start projectile vomiting in a perimeter around me at staggering velocity. Everybody gets coated. Spinning stops. Winds halt. Dizzy as fuck, so eat shit while spinning and vomiting. Fire hydrant levels of flow achieved. Behalit is fucking clapping. Not winning at all right now. Tom Cruise is visibly offended. Finally stop puking. Gasping for air. Everything is spinning. Can still hear Behalit clapping. Cruise tells me if I can't spin with the big dogs I'll never win. Draw gun and shoot Tom Cruise's glowing dick. He shits a rainbow and turns off. Just stops glowing. Doesn't move. Statue.gif. Ben and Jerry's guy gives me a thumbs up. Behalit is clapping. Have to lie down for a bit until the spinning stops. Ben and Jerry's guy picks me up and we begin head back to the FOB. Haven't let go of the halberd the whole time. It's my only anchor to reality. For this anon's faith. Get hauled back to camp. More Maga natives. All fixed bayonets. Monk and wise man are taking bong hits around a fire. Ask Maga native what they're rippin'. DMT and weed. Mixed together? Yeah. Ponder what grand cosmic scheme these men are shouldering. Ask about Gorilla Bro. Be informed that he succeeded and will rendezvous with us at the tar pits. Someone gives me boots and socks. Always member.webm. Val Kilmer arrives. He's holding a dog's skull and spine with antlers. Ask him why he has a skinless dog head. Says it didn't come with skin. Develop more questions. Become unhappy. Ask what it is. Says it was his prey and that Weaver can fuck off cause he found it first. Speak of the devil. Weaver arrives on scene. They lock eyes. Weaver also has a dog skull. They both look confused. Ask them both for help at tar pits. Tell them there's DMT and reefer. They accept the terms and get high with the old shamans. Smell food. There's a girl with pink hair and pink eyes stirring a pot of something wonderful. Want what's in the pot. Advance with purpose. Pink eyes looks up. Don't care, let me get the nourishment. Asks me if I want some raisins. Stop. She's stirring a pot of raisins. Like a lot of fucking raisins. She tells me they're magic raisins and that I should have some if I want magic raisins inside me. Don't want magic raisins inside. She lifts a spoonful of magic raisins towards me. Her eyes entrance me. She's beautiful. But the goddamn raisins are getting closer. Want to avoid. Can't look away. See Behellet doing backwards crab walk push-ups. Go to Behellet in a panic. See its horror-stricken visage thrusting up and down at unnatural pace. Literal Goku noises. There's a breeze coming off of him. Very impressed. Also horrified. Remaining Maga natives arrive with a large crate. Old men come out of their trip with Val Kilmer and Weaver. They say it is time. Get a fucking longsword. Raisins girl is just standing with her pot of raisins. Have my breakfast. Mobilize for tar pits. Remaining beasts number a few dozen. Mostly baboons and mandrills. Some buffalo are dragging the crate brought in by the real Americans. Longsword is clanking on my longsword belt. Feel dope. Get an idea. Raise sword and yell Deus Vult. For giggles. Beam of light breaks through cloud cover and illuminates my being. A Holy Knights Templar appears before me and swears an oath to join us in combat. Sick as fuck. Monk is rocking knuckle dusters. Wise man has rifle butt war club. Val Kilmer and Sigourney Weaver Dragon Ball fuse into a purple six-armed Keanu Reeves wielding 5 M1911s and a pencil. Approaching edge of plateau before we descend into tar pits. Gorilla Bro is there. Looks well. Two guys standing next to him. Dark cloaks, look like Jews or Jesuits. Get closer. Not Jews. Approach. Not Jesuits. Jesuits would have been more tame. Standing on each side of Gorilla Bro are two Dark Lords. Fucking Sauron in his giant hat. And the Witch King. Only ever amazed at Gorilla Bro. With the tar pits to our south, Gorilla Bro lets out a primal roar and pounds his chest. Army of skeleton, zombie, and ghost gorillas materialize behind them. Ask what the fuck is happening. Monk says he cut a deal with the true lord of Middle-earth to find his spare ring on one of the janitor key rings in underground zoo labs. Hope I haven't been volunteered. Don't want to find another dolphin. Think about all the other possible dolphins down there. Feel like shit. Descend from the plateau to the tar pits. Many small pits are scattered about the area. Massive tar lake in the middle. Notice opposing camps are being set up. Ours is also underway. Lightning flashes and the wind picks up. See Asian man with rock and shade standing outside a tent and waving me over. Go for it. Intent. Low roar is playing on a tablet. Norman Reedus is smoking weed in a corner wearing some kind of jumpsuit. Has a baby in a jar strapped to his chest. What the fuck? Mads Mikkelsen is donning operator's gear and also smoking weed. Saw sexy.word. The Asian removes his shades to reveal himself as Hidekiano. Here Unit 01 Row O outside. Absolutely floored by this revelation. 3 blue lights materialize before me in the center of the tent. Canberra stands in the middle of 2 other semi-transparent blue ghosts. Rocking those Oakleys and smoking a cone. Says hi and good work. Say hi and thanks. So happy right now. Look at other spirits. Afro. Aura of control. Bob Ross. He has a giant paint scraper sharpened to an edge. Behold the remaining ghost. It's Johnny Depp. Tell Depp I didn't know he was dead. Says he's not. Just astral projection out of his basement. Doesn't know what's going on, but wants to a part of it anyway. He's got a gun. Ghost Johnny Depp is holding a not ghost gun. Tanbro tells me he's got shit I've never seen now. Can't fucking wait. Someone is blowing a horn outside. Go see. Templar bro is blowing into a giant ram's horn. Through his bucket helmet. It's just working. He stops and points. Zionists have begun summoning their champion. Big circles of juice spinning really fucking fast. Smell corned beef. See light emit from center of ritual dance circle. Jews stop spinning. Moses is floating above them. Nearly nude save for cloud acting as a kilt. Glowing eyes. Like a Greek god. PDF. Illuminati camp is finishing their ritual as well. See a lot of people over there. George Bush Sr. is commanding a battle mech from a wheelchair/cockpit. Dick Cheney is chillin' in a hunting vest with a gun. His lawyer looks nervous. W is painting something. See Bill in the distance on the giraffe shooting soda cans. Obama is leaning against pillar like rock formation. He has a giant sword on his back. See Pyramid Head. Realize that he would be there. See Jesuits setting up their own camp as well. Wonder who their champion is. See Hooded Jesuit in center of circle of lesser Jesuits. Lead Jesuit is being charged with Catholic dogma. Violent Latin is being spoken. Lead Jesuit is glowing. Points his finger to the ground below him. Shoots lightning into the ground. Scars the ground letting loose unholy light. Shit in my pants. Skeleton popes are rising from the ground numbering at least 200. Full pope gear. Crusade-era weaponry. A team of them begin constructing siege artillery. Lead Jesuit is floating around in circles flipping off the Illuminati guys. They play it cool. Anno pulls me aside. Says he wants to show me something. We go to Unit 01. Anno says check this shit out and pulls out remote. Click. Unit 01's head explodes. Giant brain sliding out to the ground. Eyes bulging out hanging out of destroyed sockets. Slowly lumbers into a fall. Hear a neglected boy scream in agony. Anno grabs my face tightly and pulls me close. Our faces are touching and I can smell his breath. I fucking hate my fans. Lets go of my face and walks away. Can hear piano music. The camps begin amassing their forces. It is time. Moses throws a bolt of molten kosher salt at the Maga natives. Wise man deflects it by smacking it with a Talmud. Maga natives are taking pot shots at the Zionists with smoothbore muskets. Only misses. See wise man crack open the big crate. Zionists are advancing with Moses leading. Turning anything near him to pillars of salt. Wise man and natives pull a gold box out of the crate. Ark of the Covenant. Old Testament. Moses stops. Zionists stop. Wise man yells. Fucking fake Jews. Gorilla Bro heaves the Ark of Covenant into the tar lake. Combat stops on all sides and everyone looks concerned. Tar lake is roiling. A maelstrom of fire encompasses the whole area. We can't leave. Pillar of fire blasts out of the center of the tar lake. Massive United States Navy amphibious assault ship bursts through the tar. Thick black tar inundates the lower battlefields where undead apes did combat with undead high clergy. Tar doesn't even stop them. They can't kill each other. Sauron is surfing on the tar smacking anything he wants with a big mace. See Witch King dabbing on some Jews. Pope artillery lobs a cask of sacramental wine at some Maga natives. They're all fucked up now. Pillar of fire from amphibious assault ship is white light now. Can't ignore it any longer. See the champions unsealed from the tar. Clad in golden artificer armor with a sword of flame from which the pillar of light did emanate. The God Emperor of mankind stood with his champions of light. Donald J. Trump had come. Beside him stood 3 men of equal prowess. Noah. John Cena. The Undertaker. Noah stomped his foot yelling a command. Assault ship door drops. Countless animals coming charging onto the field. Fucking shit up. Jews and Jesuits getting mauled. Illuminati maintain tight formations and hold their line well. See Templar bro crucifying sinners. Moses and Noah are doing combat. Noah cries out fucking faker. Punches Moses in the face. Moses cannot compare to genuine righteousness. Zionists retake their champion and fall back to higher ground. Trump and Bush Sr. are fighting on a cliff over the tar. See Putin ride in on a bear with Xi Jinping tied up over his shoulder. Throws Jinping at Trump and Mecca Bush. They fall in the tar. Sky turns red. Putin rides off giving Bill a thumbs up. Bill's giving everybody thumbs up now. He looks really happy with things. Tar is roiling again. Displaces assault ship. Giant tower of purple light shoots up into the clouds. Standing at the edge of the tar lake towering above the masses of soldiers and dead things. Big man in armor. Horus the heretic stood on the shorelines. Bitch slapping any and everything that moves. Maga natives are hella drunk now. Illuminati is winning. Natives start howling. Come to. Templar bro is pulling me out of a tar pit. Ask what happened. Points to giant deer monsters smashing and kicking people and apes. Says I was kicked into a tar pit by one. See, they're all wearing MAGA hats. None are withstanding their wrath. Most of the tar pits are catching on fire. Zombie gorillas are on fire. Still putting in work. Skeleton Pope's also on fire. It's getting hot. Templar Bro points. Bill Gates is standing on a giant floating reverse-engineered iPad with a Microsoft logo. Has a rotary cannon. Ammo belt is syringes. Laying down endless vaccinations on horde of assaulting Zionists. Zionists are going down left and right. Read a syringe. Polio vaccine. Bob Ross lands behind Gates and cuts his head off with his paint scraper. Large tar pit beneath is a firestorm. Bob throws Bill and his head into it. W lands on the iPad. Brandishing a chain-wrapped baseball bat. Reads, WMD. Points it out to Bob Ross. Thought of that himself, witty ain't it? Bob responds. You can make your own world, George. The world you've made is a happy little accident and I'm here to touch it up. Both take power stances. Weapons connect, unleashing thunderous cracks. My bosom resounds. Hear the din of Templar Bro's plate metal erection as he beholds the immaculate martial prowess. The two are evenly matched. Bob goes for a sweeping attack and W leaps over it, landing on solid ground above Bob. W looks at Bob with his trademark squint. Hey hey hey. W tells Bob the obvious. The clouds above were now churning black smoke from the surrounding fires. Bob cast aside his chipped scraper and takes out his 2-inch background blender brush and a metal pipe. Starts beating the brush against the pipe. Beats the devil out of it. Hyper beating the devil out of it. Like a teenage boy who discovered masturbation. In a flash the blackened sky swirls. Light breaks through in a deluge of incandescence, bathing Bob Ross in power. Bob's eyes begin to glow. Light breaks forth from Bob's visage. Gowned in purple robes. From his mouth comes a sort of pure silver and light. It strikes W through his heart, pinning him to his vantage point. Trees begin to grow and blossom around W. He's crying as he touches a leaf and looks at a flower. I've never really looked at them before. W dies. Ross seals away his divine gifts. Looks to me and flows away into the ether. Templar Bro is plate mail clapping his damnedest. MAGA natives are crushing everything. Ben and Jerry's guy is holding Behalit by his feet, spinning at Mach 5. Launches Behalit at a deer monster, breaking the sound barrier and scouring the monster across the field. Clamp. See Gorilla Bro rip the arm off of MAGA native monster. Beating MAGA monster with its own arm. Horace is kneeling before the hooded Jesuit. Think that's fishy as fuck. Keanu Reeves lands near them. Lightning melting the ground in his presence. Horace stands and Jesuits encompass Keanu. Jesuits don't stand a chance. Keanu headshots many of them, expending every bit of ammo. Uses empty pistols as hammers and pistol whips the remaining Jesuits. Only Horace and lead Jesuit now. Horace leaps at Keanu. Keanu shatters Horace armor with the pencil. Beats Horace to death with 5 pistols. Casts his body back into the tar. Lead Jesuit is unafraid. Makes no move. Keanu leaps, readying his pencil. Jesuit catches Keanu in a flash. Splits the fusion, leaving Val Kilmer and Sigourney Weaver in each of his hands. Casts them down. See them in danger and draw my sword. Get Gorilla Bro's attention and send him that way. He's closer. Make way through the tar as fast I can. Get picked up and am gliding across the tar. Sauron's got me and expediting my adventure across the hell pits. He spins and throws me straight at the hooded Jesuit. Hit invisible barrier. Fall to ground and struggle with high velocity impact. Jesuit is chuckling with satisfaction. Gorilla Bro charging with glowing red eyes. Fucking love this beast. Gorilla Bro effortlessly breaks barrier, unleashing the most King Kong roar imaginable. Begins wrestling with the Jesuit. They're equally slamming each other into rocks and the ground. Gorilla Bro roars and swings the Jesuit into a boulder. Jesuit just sits for a minute. Says holy shit. Pulls himself up. Gorilla Bro charges and gets thrown to the side out of nowhere. Witness the power of Catholic dogma. The Latin is so powerful I'm pressed into the ground. Gorilla Bro is screaming from the assault. Have to help Gorilla Bro. Call on the true Protestant God. Begin to rise. Get blasted with Jesuit Sith lightning. Hear even more monstrous roar. Latin stops. Lightning stops. It's Dan Bro on top of the boulder. His eyes are red and he's going Super Saiyan. Scary noises. MP3. Turns into a giant white ape with 6 eyes. Haven't seen this shit yet. Jesuit leaps back, but is caught in Tanbro's fury. Slamming and crushing Jesuit into everything. Go to Gorilla Bro. He's alive, but down and out. Jesuit is trying super hard to speak Latin, but Tanbro's onslaught is unrelenting. Jesuit is crawling away from Tanbro. Tanbro approaches menacingly. Jesuit cries. Come to me, my Thetans. Life force of all Jesuits and dead popes beeline to Jesuit. Realize the Jesuits are just a puppet group for a greater power. The Jesuit rises and banishes Tanbro back to the spirit realm. Tanbro waves at me for disappearing. Last time I see Tanbro. Before stands the true manipulator of the world's schemes and designs. L. Ron Hubbard. Removes his hood and tells me his work is complete. Uses Xenu magic to pull me in. Holding me by my throat. Telling me his work is done. Dying. Friends are in danger. Johnny Depp breaks a Zionist over his knee. Have to find a way out. Struggling against unbreakable grip. All things slow to a halt. Frozen in my suffering. Only an infinite moment of wanting to breathe. Nothing else. Stare eternally at the furnace surrounding me and the death taking place. Here I loved you first. See Christ. He uplifts his hands and clears the skies. Can see the nail marks. No long infinite pain in the presence of Christ. He points to the sky. See the sun. The sun gets brighter. Canon lazalite.png. It dims. The sun is bigger now. Black lines start to stream across it. The sky turns to night. Sun looks like any other star. A bit bigger. See the moon for a moment before it darkens. See her aurora borealis. Sky lights up again for a moment. Looks like a nebula has engulfed the moon. Red cracks appear on surface of moon. Northern lights get stronger. Moon begins to flow bright red like iron. Red lightning shooting out of the moon. Northern lights are swirling above in all colors. Massive lightning strikes are connecting with the surface and maintaining. Ionizing everything around them. Hear a roar greater than any experienced in my venture. See the Christ outreach both his hands. Behind him is a wall of water greater in height than any mountain. It carries within it mountains, forests, jungles, and all things of deep. Hubbard break the vision. Get thrown to ground. Yells none were supposed to know. Grabs me by the collar. Through gritted teeth and rage he says. No one will ever believe you, my illusions are eternal. Get bitch slapped by L. Ron Hubbard so hard I fall to the ground. Hear violence and cacophony. Stand to my feet and open my eyes. In my garage. Pouring sweat. Realize I have to tell /x/what's coming. Tell /x/what's coming. What do?